What could have been just a great way to go into halftime, to walk away with no points.
We live.
We are.
We live. Welcome, everybody. My name is Bandit. I'm here with the Sports Diva. This is her show. I guess I'm gonna start the show off because she was just like this right here. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you know what the show is. Go ahead now.
Welcome, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. This is our show. Me, myself, the Sports Diva, and Bandit. Detroit. We call it
right
the.
back.
I'm sorry, y'all. I keep popping in and out. I'm having technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna make it work. So yeah, this is the Northern Narrative. This is the kickoff show. It's going to be every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure y'all kick it. Grab your favorite drinks. I got my little white Merlot here. So grab your favorite drinks or whatever, your pop, juice, or your wine.
I'm drinking on brown blood.
And he's drinking on. See how much he loves us for real? He really loves us for real. Not with that background, but he loves us for real. This, you feel me? So yeah, let's get into it. Go ahead, Bandit. You can take.
We're gonna get into a couple of topics today. We're gonna have 5 Browns topics. I'm gonna ask them the Browns topics. I'm here with a bunch of Browns fans. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Cargo, introduce yourself, man.
I don't know if you guys.
Oh, I didn't know I could talk in here, y'all. I'm over
here.
Yeah,
you talking here.
Yo, what up, y'all? I'm
just here, though. It's I'm gonna introduce yourself too. Go ahead, man. You gotta hit the mic button.
There we go.
There you
go. What up, y'all? I'm Sean, of course. Cleveland born and raised. Cleveland Browns best team in the land. Y'all know what's going on.
Sure. What up, Rumble, man? That's my boy Rumble. That's my boy Ryan Rumble right there. But we're gonna get into like 5. We're gonna do 5 Browns topics. We're gonna do 5 Lions topics, man. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna start it off because since I'm here with a bunch of Browns fans, I'm gonna ask them what's going on. So, how y'all feel about Court Yorkie getting re-signed? Go ahead, Natalie. Since you've heard this show, how you feel about the re-signing of this man? Which I have no idea who he is.
A lot of people don't, and you know what? You're not alone there. I'm kind of leery because I like Cade. I'm not gonna lie, I did like Cade. He had a bad season after the 58-yarder that he made, and we won against Baker Mayfield and those people. And after that, I feel like he'll be a good backup. I'm not going to lose faith in him just because of some stuff that happened last year. I think this year is a new year. I think he'll be okay. Apparently, the office seen something we didn't see. So we're going to try him again. Let's just try him again and see how he do. After this time, I'm sorry, no more. Got to do
Sharon, man, how you feel about the re-signing of this man? I'm guessing y'all kicker.
Long as he's a backup, I'm good with it.
You said long as he's a backup?
I'm good with it. But I will say though, that Tampa Bay game, that definitely was exciting because we usually miss shit like that. So he definitely yeah. I'm all right with it.
Cargo, man, how you feel about the re-signing of y'all kicker, man?
Oh, my bad. Like, I'm doing like 5 different things at once now. What did you just say?
Oh, I'm sorry. How did you feel about Cade York being re-signed to the Browns? He's the kicker from last year.
I mean, I'm not a Browns fan. I'm not opposed to it. really a Jets fan, so like I like to pop my shit for my Jets. I wish y'all both great season.
He said
So I know
Jets,
we
Jets, Jets,
look.
Jets.
I know we in Browns and Lion Nation. You feel me? I do want to say like I do hope that the quarterback for the Browns figure out his health conditions and his big check. They paying him like 70 million this year. Y'all can't even draft a player. You know. Yeah.
You got to speak up, Birdie, bro. We can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear him?
I can't really hear him.
Y'all can't hear me?
Can't hear you. You got to grab the mic and yell into it, bro.
Can y'all hear me now?
There you go.
That's way better.
There you go.
Listen, y'all. Why was my phone just connected to my speaker? Because this is my other phone. You feel me? So I was like underwater just now for y'all. What I was saying was like, I'm a Jets fan. I support, everybody, in which way. I appreciate y'all having me here. But I really hope that the Browns figure out their quarterback situation, and they're paying him a lot of money. They couldn't even build their team, this offseason, you know what I mean? Like they didn't really do much in the offseason to me. Re-signing the kicker, okay. He was a valid piece.
You said the Browns didn't really do nothing offseason. They signed 2 quarterbacks.
Listen, you know the saying. If you got 2 quarterbacks, you have none.
Massages and crab legs is going down in Cleveland this year. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Not too much. Okay.
It's going down it. If this is year to be a Cleveland fan, every year to be a Cleveland fan. Massage legs, crab legs, shoot, that sounds like a feast to me.
Okay.
But you want to get into you want to give me my Lions question?
Yeah, go ahead. Will the Lions win the NFC North again? Oh.
I put it like this. Like with Jared Goff being there, and just another year of him with Brian Johnson in his offense, losing Josh Reynolds would be a big key factor because that was Josh Reynolds his go-to. I mean, that was his man. You feel me? That was his dog. You feel me? Like that's the person he could count on. Like because that's the person he came over here with from the Rams. They both came from the Rams, so they already had that chemistry. Losing him to where he went to Denver is going to be a big factor. So I think J-Mo needs to step up. Offense another year with underneath this defense. I do think we need another person in the draft. We're going to pick up on the defensive line. It's going to go opposite of Hutchinson. But yeah, I think it's real capable that we can win the North because the Packers did get better. The Bears got rid of Justin Fields, which I think they lost the money on the investment because they should have stuck with Justin Fields. Yeah, I feel like the Lions should be another year that we should win this NFC North. So yeah, I really do believe it. Let's get to a Browns question though. Rashad Higgins and Christian Kirksey. I don't know how I said Kirksey. They both signed one-day contracts to retire a Cleveland Brown. How you feel about that?
I feel that was really, really like just I think it was it's an honor, like I like that. I like stuff like that. Like, you do your little one day and then you this is where you shined. I mean, y'all made a pretty good impact. Christian Kirksey was hurt most of the time, but I like Rashard Higgins when he played for us. I really did. I did. And I just think, that was a good thing to do. I like that. I like that they did that. If they would have retired in, anywhere else, it would have been okay. But I really like what they're doing.
Shannon got his mic cut back off. He ready to speak. Go ahead, Shannon.
I agree. It's a nice gesture, but they ain't do nothing here, man. They ain't have. It's a waste. It's a waste. They ain't really make no noise here. Let's be honest.
You're right. They didn't really make no. What they did was what they did, but they didn't shine. They did their own individual.
Right. That's what I mean. So I mean, yeah. Cool though. It's cool, but yeah,
nothing spectacular like.
So.
Cargo man, how you feel about this, man? I guess it's a bunch of 2 players that really didn't do nothing for the Browns coming back to sign one deal contract just to retire with them. I really don't get it, but how you feel about that, man?
If we look back over the last decade with the Browns, we haven't really had much success. You know what I mean? Like if these players want to finish out their career, and they, put their blood and sweat and tears on the line, and y'all got the ability or the chance of winning, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's all about, because, after football, all we have is family. That's what you become a part of. And we each individually have a family with each team that we're on. You know what I mean? Like, that's our families. If fucking Darrell Reeves had the opportunity to come back and, help us to a championship, of course we was going to take that back. Why would we not resign? Hey,
they only signed one. They signed 1 day contracts to retire. I mean, just to retire. Right? They're not coming back to contribute to the team.
I'm cool with that. I hope that year that he come back for that 1 day, we win a championship, because they still get the ring. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's how that go. Like,
I put it like this: if Dominic Sue wanted to come back to Detroit and sign a 1 day deal just to retire as a Lion, I wouldn't like that. I feel like to retire as the team you played the most for and did the most for, you should retire for. But not only that, like, you went somewhere else. You had a chance to resign here. When you had the chance to resign here, you chose somewhere else.
All right, but what about those players that don't get the chance, though? The money don't work out, so they got to go. You feel me? Or the player that we know what he worth, but he can't get what he worth there.
I understand that, but when you have a choice, I'm just saying, when you have a choice, like, hey, there's a deal here for Lions or a deal here with where do you go? The Miami Dolphins, and you choose Miami over Detroit, that takes the whole thing of retiring from our organization off the table, because you chose to go somewhere else. So that takes that whole deal off the table. So now you want to come back and retire as it because you didn't go somewhere else and have success? Nah, bro. No. That's like you being in a relationship and they breaking up with you for somebody else, but that relationship didn't work. They left you for. Now you want to come back and make a relationship over here? No. Nope. Skedaddle. Keep it moving, man. Like, I'm cool. Like, I wouldn't accept it as a Lions fan. And Lions fans, we hard. You feel me? We just pushed Josh Reynolds out the door because he dropped 2 major balls that was in the NFC North Championship. So all of it, every Lions fan, including myself, forgot about what all he did for the team. So we first down touchdown. But them 2 passes, we remember you from what you did lately. And he dropped them 2 balls, so he left somewhere. So myself, I wouldn't accept it like that. But y'all Cleveland fans and y'all used to people running back and coming back, running away and coming back. They sold the team, come back. So
not too much because
I'm just saying y'all used to it.
Y'all literally
work over there, so come back over here. That's what y'all used to over here in Cleveland.
Yeah,
even LeBron. Y'all was burning LeBron's jersey.
That's why
let's keep it real. Y'all burnt that man's jersey in the middle of the street for everybody to see. And then when the moment he wanted to come back and win the championship in Cleveland, oh my God, LeBron again, he's back. We love LeBron again. No.
Those were those fans. Those are those bandwagoners.
Listen, if Calvin Johnson would have left the Lions and went somewhere else and they try to come back, I'm like, okay, different, because I would have accepted Calvin Johnson because it's Calvin Johnson. But I'm just saying, like, it takes a person, like, if you want to retire with this team, you want to be here, especially if we draft you and you go somewhere else and come back, like, you gotta be here the whole time, like, do the dicks and the things, like, I don't want you to leave me when I'm struggling, and then when I get back up, come running back on the doorstep telling me you want to make something work. It don't work like that. It just don't.
I understand where you coming from. I do. But they didn't, like Sean said, they didn't make no noise for real anyway. So
even when we didn't make no noise, was you still out here grinding with us?
See, for somebody like Calvin Johnson, man, he was a dog with Detroit. Feel what I'm saying? Let's say he had his whole tender there, and then boom, they get rid of him. Type of shit, right?
Look at the Matt Stafford situation. We drafted Matthew Stafford, and he went through the grind, everything with us. You feel me? He went to the Rams. When he won the Super Bowl with the Rams, Lions fans was happy for Stafford because he was one of ours. But when you come back to our house and play us, of course we're gonna boo you. Of course your wife's not gonna get goddamn seats in the stands. You feel me? None of that, everything's off the table because you're our enemy now, bro. And that's how it is in the D, yo. Right? Ain't no false love over here. Like, we love you, but at the same time, like right now, if you ain't got that whole lot of Lulu blue on you, bro, you feel me? In silver, bro, we can't rock with you. Bro. This is how it is. Like,
y'all just mean up there.
It's so cold in the day. I mean, it is though, man. I can't help it though. Like, just like our next subject, I'm gonna let you Wait, Lions.
Okay. Cam going to jail. Now, are we talking about who we talking about? Cam Newton?
Cam Sutton.
Oh, I'm about to say, I know you ain't talking about Cam Newton. Oh yes. Oh God, I forgot about that. Oh man. Okay.
Losing. All right. Cam. Okay. Let's get Cam played the last part of the season hurt. All right, and I respect him for that. But he gave up a lot of big plays and everything else like that. I feel like it depends on who we get in the draft too. Like we did make a couple. We picked up Robinson from the Raiders at corner. We did trade for Davis from the Buccaneers at corner. We re-signed Bill Dorr at corner. I feel like losing Cam is going to be a big piece to our defense. But look what he did though. Like he strangled a girl. So like, and then he went on the run for 21 days plus hiding from us. Like I feel like if he would have turned himself in at the beginning of the situation, everything would have been cool. Maybe we would be able to work with him as an organization. But you going on a run for 21 days, and I mean, I get it. Let me get my ducks in a row before I turn myself in and everything else. Even though he did turn himself in and got released the next day, which just make the situation even worse. But I mean, what can I say? He's not a Lion no more. So like, I wish you the best, but at the same time, like, I'm not rooting for you no more. Like, you don't have my support over here no more because you ran away like you ran. Like, I don't know, man. It's just the Cam situation is picky. Like, domestic violence is nothing nobody should stand for. Like, nobody should tolerate. So for him, the simple fact of him doing that, you feel me? We don't need that. We had the bad juju last year with JMO and the rest of our players getting caught gambling. Even though 95% of the league didn't know the whole gambling policy, that'd be a whole different subject. But I just feel like
I feel like, you know, you can't strangle people, man. And you can't put your hands on people and think it's okay. That goes if you're an NFL player or if you're a custodian. It doesn't matter. Like, you, first of all, you did it, so it's done, right? You got a warrant, right? Turn yourself in and get it over with. Now you done got released. Ain't nobody else gonna want you.
Lost millions.
They had a $33 million deal with him. Oh, you done? Like, you done now? And why would you even go on a run? I don't even get it. I ain't gonna say I don't get it because I'm not a man. I'm not in that situation, so I can't say I don't. I'm not messing. I'm not doing that. I just feel like you shouldn't have put your hands on that girl. And apparently, like, we weren't there. We don't know exactly what happened, but apparently you did do some strangling. You did something.
Yeah, and it was over. I guess over fraternity or some kids or something. Like, I know. What was it? His name is Wiggins. Played for the Golden State Spurs. He went through that last year with fraternity of his kids and everything. That's a big deal. That's a lot of pressure on him. But for you to go out and put your hands on it, you could have handled that situation differently.
Absolutely, you could have handled it different. You're a man. You're a man at the end of the day. You're an NFL player. You're a pro athlete. I get it. But you are a man, a grown man. So you need to make wiser decisions in life, like, period. Like, I mean, and I'm not going to lie. I've seen NFL players, MLB players, NBA players go through this a few times in life. Like, you know, but
Ray Rice.
Get it done. Ray Rice, Kareem Hunt. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all brought Kareem Hunt back, though. So that
Kansas City ain't want to win, take you. And he,
that's the man. The situation he did what happened. You feel me? But he sat there and faced. I mean, at the Chargers, he made himself presentable before y'all can be like, oh, okay, let's get this person in the charge. For him going on a run for 21 days straight,
right,
made it seem like you guilty, like you had something to hide from the situation. So that's why I felt like us releasing him, like, yeah, it's bad because like he was supposed to be a keystone, a cornerstone, to however you pronounce that, to our defense this upcoming year. But like now we gotta do our secondary all the way over. So like it's just crazy. Like and the whole thing what I was saying last time, Rumble said, if you wasn't with it when we were shooting in the gym, I'm just saying, if you wasn't with it with them hard times, you gotta go. You feel me? It's just how it is in Detroit, man. So
I get it. And I get it. But, you know, Cleveland, we like to give people chances. So I and we like to take people back. So I mean, I guess it is what it is. But I don't blame the Lions for releasing him. I don't.
I know, like
that's ridiculous. You're on a run.
Right.
Like you should have handled it up front and been done with it.
I find it crazy that when the warrant came out, he was at a Lions facility practicing, doing rehabilitation or whatever. And then he found out he had a warrant, and then you still go 21 days without turning yourself in. You could have went into the organization like, hey, this is what's going on. They gave him my side of the story, and then went and turned yourself in. Get released the next day on a personal recognizance bond. He didn't even have to bond himself out, which I just find it so crazy. Like you did all that running for everything, and then you got a personal recognizance bond. So is there more behind the story that everybody don't know? Like, what are you truly hiding? Like, I wish him the best of luck, man. I hope that everybody in that situation is okay. Pray to the victim and everything, but we just can't have that dark cloud over our organization right now, especially when we're trying to just get past the same old Lions where we just boo boo poo poo. You feel me? Now we on the up and up. You feel me? We was a Pinto, now we trying to be in a Ferrari, man. We trying to take off, man. That's what I gotta say. Next Browns question, man. How would y'all office being the highest paid office in the league? Our Lions was the highest paid office in the league last year, and we did tremendous things over there. Shout out to Jared Goff, Say Brown, and all them over there, Dan Campbell, Brad Johnson.
Give credit when credit is due.
Yeah, so we started a trend. So now that y'all trying to take our trend, like y'all always do, y'all little sisters Jordan North. But how y'all gonna do with all this money y'all got in office? And I mean, how you think your Browns office is gonna look this year? Natalie,
Sean, what do you think? I'm gonna start with you.
You know what I'm thinking. I just hope we can keep that quarterback on the field, man. Just give us one full season. One. That's all I want. One full season. We ain't had that yet. That's it. That's it. That's all I want. One full season.
Just give us one, please. Just one full, just full season, like you said, 17 games, please. Maybe 16, because sometimes the last one don't even count.
So what are you expecting from this offense this year? Like what? Top offense is ranking in the lead. Number one passing offense. Number one rushing offense. What are y'all expecting? Like, what is your prediction for your Browns this year? Y'all did get the coach of the year, which y'all didn't deserve, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now.
He's crazy. I'm sorry. These technical difficulties. But absolutely, we deserve that. Thank you very much. Do you know how many quarterbacks we went through last year? We said 38 years old off the couch and took us to the playoffs. I mean, I'm sorry. And we had 56% of our roster was fucked up last year. Like, listen, Dan
Campbell was coach of the year. Like, I'm gonna put it all for you on the screen. When I tell y'all, I'm gonna look y'all in your eyes when I tell y'all. Look at me in the eyes. Dan Campbell was coach of the year last year. Period. From when you take an organization that hasn't won a playoff game in 32 years. 32 years. Haven't won a playoff game, and you win two playoff games and two catches for being in the Super Bowl. How are you not coach of the year? Regardless of y'all had a 38-year-old quarterback who won a Super Bowl before, come back. So he already knew what he was doing. It ain't like he was just some dude off the street that ain't never played before.
That's the point.
He won a Super Bowl before. Not only like how can you say like Joe Flacco is showing in this league that he's proven that he do it already. So like it ain't like no mystery that the man could do it. You feel me? Like you're talking about Jared Goff who got thrown away from the Rams as a misfit, and they said he couldn't do it. You got Dan Campbell who came in here talking about biting kneecaps, and everybody looked at him like he was so retarded, like they didn't know what this man was doing or anything else like that. For him to turn it around this organization in 2 years. 3 years, turn around this organization in 3 years, and you win your NFC North Championship that you ain't won in 32 years, and then you win a playoff game you ain't won in 2 years without Matthew Stafford being your quarterback, with Jared Goff, how can he not be coach of the year? Come on now.
He could have been runner
up. We got snubbed. We got snubbed.
Y'all could have been runner up. Don't hate on the best, baby. You gotta hey, Stefanski and his squad, let's be clear. They did turn that organization around as well. They had so little to work with. Y'all didn't have as much. Y'all injury bug wasn't hitting y'all.
Push it. What?
Y'all think injury bug wasn't hitting y'all like it hit us? Look at, we had the best running back in the league. On the third game, he was gone.
We had to get rid of everything over here.
Second.
Are you speaking on last year's stats statistically before he got hurt? Like, I mean, you had a top 10 running back. He wasn't the best running back in the league, but I'm gonna go back on mute though.
Okay, well, in my eyes, he was the best running back in the league.
Of course. Shout out to the Browns.
Maybe 2022, he was the best. I have to do my research on that. But to me, he's still the best running back in the league.
He's been top 2 like the last 2-3 years for sure. Top 2 running back.
Okay, I'm not too far behind.
He can't be top 2 when you better running statistics. I think he was good right that year when he got that contract. You know what I mean? His contract year, he balled out. Then he got the ankle injury. Then it was the hamstring, and then he broke his shit.
And through all that, he was still made it through the Pro Bowl.
You can curse on him. My bad, y'all.
Oh, you can curse, bro.
Oh, you can cuss. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I didn't know. I like it here, though. All right, I'm going to have to next time come up with my jet shit on. Hold on.
I forgot Cargo like the Jets. That's right. I'm sorry. But but my thing is,
Bandit, I can't hear you either. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
No, I wasn't talking. I was just listening, bro.
Okay.
You can't hear me?
No, we can hear you.
Bandit, but he's not talking.
I was just listening. I'm just listening for right now.
I could read lips.
Because I just feel like I don't feel like Dan Campbell should have been coach of the year. He didn't go through what we went through. We went through a lot. A whole lot. Like a whole fucking lot. How many quarterbacks did we go through? I don't older man that was hard to bring an older man off of the couch like that, playing with his 5 kids in the front yard. Like, come on now.
But he won a Super Bowl already.
Shit on next week, I promise.
he listen though, but he been there already. He already know the steps and the way to get to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl. So how can you not say it ain't just any old man off the couch?
It's not just any old man off the couch. And
I got a question for you. Like, and going to y'all think y'all would have had the same success?
I still can't hear Bandit.
You can't hear me, bro?
Oh, then there must be something on my end then.
Y'all think you think y'all would have had the same success if Deshaun Watson was back there at quarterback during them times?
Now that is the question,
and that's the reason why they didn't re-sign Flacco, because as soon as Deshaun Watson start acting up, first thing the crowd would be like, Flacco, and all that money y'all invested in would have been a loss. So
that would have been with anybody. They would have Flacco. Yes, they would have been doing that with any. Yeah. So yeah, I wish him the best in Indianapolis. I really do. I'm gonna miss him. He's a good guy. I've always liked Joe Flacco, to be honest with you. Back when he played for the Ravens, and
no, you didn't.
I started following him.
No, you didn't.
I did like Joe Flacco. I liked him because he always seemed like an older, mature guy. Like he didn't seem like he just seemed older and mature, and even though he wasn't, but.
Cargo, man, how you feel about the whole situation, man? Do you think the Lions, Dan Campbell got snubbed from Coach of the Year, or do you think Stefanski and the Browns really deserve it, bro?
Nah, that coach over there at the Lions, he did a hell of a job. He even had me start believing in him. And I'm a Jet fan, and I'm like, you know what? I'm pulling for the underdog Lions because it's a small market team, but they're doing big budget shit. Simple. Now the Browns, like, I feel like, you know, y'all have been bad for years, so you've gotten a lot of good pieces. But with those contracts, those players aren't panning out. So, like, right now, it's either y'all win because y'all are a playoff team with one of the, if not the best defense in the league, y'all have one of the top 3 defenses in the league last year. You know what I mean? So, right now, y'all in a show-me state with the quarterback. Y'all paying him almost $70 million for this next season.
Sausages and crab legs.
Yo.
And then when you got Jameis Wilson's goofy, but like
I don't know how this gonna pan out, but I'm just praying for the best because Deshaun needs some milk. He really
it's
needs
gonna be a what do they call it? A barn sale? Like what do you when you put up all your stuff for auction?
a yard sale.
A yard sale, but it's gonna be a more sophisticated way. You feel me? Nobody's taking Deshaun Watson, so y'all gonna have to eat that over the next 3 years, unless he go out there and he's a top 5, top 10 quarterback, and they can get him off real quick. That's nobody's taking that unless somebody gets hurt and they're like, "Yo, we just need a quarterback." But those other players, that defense, that's your most value. You know who's gonna be the first one to go?
Tell them, bro, and they're gonna be mad when they hear it. Tell them.
Myles Garrett.
Oh, I didn't hear
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett will be the first player to go. Because why?
He's the most value they're gonna get back.
The high value player. They can get a second round pick and get somebody to absorb that contract. Or a couple of different picks, you know? Shit, he might even be worth a future first, not
a couple first.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen. He's a generational player, but he's in a situation where y'all need a game manager at quarterback to make it happen. And your running game kind of went down the drain when Nick Chubb got hurt. So he's always had a question mark on his like availability. You know what I mean? He'll ball with an injury. You know, I'm not saying that he's not like tough, but like injury versus healthy is different.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's definitely true. I agree.
Hey, listen, I would love for y'all to trade Myles Garrett over here and put him opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. Woo!
That'll look like for the Super Bowl. That'll look like Chase Young and Nick Bosa. Like,
bruh, it would look way better because Chase Young, Myles Garrett, and Hutchinson, bro. Oh my god!
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be beautiful, bro.
I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen. So,
I mean,
you never know. Y'all sold your team, so anything's possible with Cleveland. I'm just saying, y'all.
We didn't do nothing. That was one man.
It's like anything possible.
He gone.
So
gone. He did.
Oh man. Speaking of Nick Chubb, man, let's talk about a little bit about Nick Chubb, man. Is he gonna be the same in the 2024 season? Now that it's your show.
I mean, I pray he is, because that was the same leg he did that, injured in college too. Your body can only withstand so much.
That means been back to his neck like that. You went all the way back.
Yeah, he tore his MCL, his ACL, his meniscus, and something. He tore 4 things in one, So that's gonna be rough and hard.
MCL, PCL, ACL, and another
DRL, CRL, KRL,
TRL, 911, PCP, HPV. You know what I'm saying? He didn't did it all. He didn't tore all that shit. And it's just like, I just hope that he does get back to him. But, I'm not going to get my hopes up type thing. Because that's, he's still a human. He's not a robot. You feel me? So
you're talking about your running back position?
Yeah, yes. Talking about Nick Chubb.
Unfortunately, we all know what's going to happen with that. But nobody's going to say it because you guys probably, fans don't want to hear it. With running backs, they're short-lived. They're going to draft another running back. They're going to move forward. He's injury prone. And they just paid him that money. They're going to run him into the ground, and then his next injury, they're going to be getting rid of him.
You see him getting back on the field after all that, though? Like,
I see him getting back on the field, but he's going to have that year that Saquon had before getting hurt. That little 700-800-yard season where we're like, we see it, but, we know he needs to not be injured. They're going to not play him like they regular play. He's not going to get 20 carries a game, 15, 17 carries a game.
No, I'm not expecting that.
Okay, so if you give him any less than that, Nick Chubb is one of those game players. He got to touch the ball 15 times to break one. You get what I'm saying? To get active in the passing game.
Right. Yeah. So honestly, I'm up in the air about the whole running game in itself, to be honest. I mean, I hope, Nick Chubb, for just for his sake and his mental, I hope that he has a good season. But I mean, I'm just not excited about it. I hate to say that, but I'm not. because I know reality is reality. And I mean, I'm sorry, but our backup. I mean, I like Kareem. I love Reem, love him to death. But I just
Did you already sign him again?
Huh?
Did you already sign Kareem Hunt? Because I know they re-signed him last year, but I don't. You already signed him this offseason?
I haven't seen anything about it. So
That means they drafted running back.
Huh?
That means they drafted running back.
Yeah.
And a running back, I think, a fit y'all system is a running back coming out of Michigan. Even though I hate Michigan football, but yeah, the running back coming out of Michigan will fit y'all system. Yeah. So don't be surprised if you see that.
What about the running back coming out of Ohio State? They're saying that he's gonna be like one of the best running backs in this draft class.
I can kind of take anything we can get right now.
We know Ohio State players don't pan out. I'm just joking.
Whoa, pause.
Wait a minute.
Pause.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
I was gonna say I don't see it.
Wait a minute. All receiving. We always give up.
What's his name that went to the Redskins from Ohio State? The quarterback that won the Boykins. What's his name? Hopkins. Something like that. All right, rest in peace to him, though. He passed away. But listen, bro. Every receiver that come out of Ohio State, bro, show off, bro. Like we always give out Pro Bowl wide receivers, bro. All right, name a quarterback that came out of Ohio State that was relevant in the NFL. I'll wait.
The quarterback for the Houston Texans right now,
CJ Stroud.
All right, I'll give you that one. That's one quarterback in the last.
Hey, you didn't ask me to give you 5. You asked me to give you 1. You didn't ask me to give you 5. You asked me to give you 1. I give you your 1, bro. Like,
good job, bro. Good job.
You asked me to give me 1. I gave you 1.
You didn't say 1, though, bro.
Damn, I guess I put myself in the blender for that one.
I hit that button real quick.
That's a stressful conversation, though. If we look, the way I should have worded it was like minus CJ Stroud. Name me a valid quarterback.
It's still just.
I still think Justin Fields is good. I don't think he's shitty.
Justin Fields. Justin Fields is like a Geno Smith coming out of West Virginia. How about that, yeah? Come on.
Oh no.
Come on now. Why would you
don't do him Geno, right?
I don't think.
I feel like maybe after he sit behind a valid quarterback for some time, and maybe 6 years, he'll be able to lead a team to a playoff game.
Listen, bro, Justin Fields was put in a bad organization, bro, with no offensive line, bro. They weren't giving that man no help.
Over Russell Wilson over there with
hell no. No, listen, if I was a Pittsburgh Steelers, I wouldn't, because you got Russ on a 1-year deal, you got Justin Fields on a 1-year deal. If Russ don't pan out, you can always re-sign Justin Fields.
I feel like with Russell though, he gonna get another year just because they only paying $1 million for him to be on the roster.
How much did they put? Justin Fields still has his rookie contract.
But he was a top pick, so he's due a certain amount of money. That's why it's like that though. So he got to play. I
think his rookie contract is up this year. So if you feel, hey, we're gonna let you. Right? No, we let you sit out your rookie contract behind Russell Wilson and learn all you can behind that, and then we'll resign you. You feel me? To another maybe 1-year deal, your prove it year deal, and we'll go from there.
Damn.
That's the way I see it.
Nah, I say Russell continues, and we see Russell move to another team because the young boy Justin Fields, he just needs to maybe a season we'll see them both on the same team. I think he just needs like a year or two to sit behind a good quarterback or a good system to learn a good system, and he'll be okay at best. Because
let's be clear, Cargo, who's your favorite coach in the league?
Hold on now. Don't do that.
I was just asking.
Anyways, it's Mike Tomlin. Tomlin.
Okay, so go from there. You said take him to an organization where you can sit here and learn. Pittsburgh is it. You're sitting behind Russell Wilson.
Pittsburgh's it because
listen to it.
They're a rebuild.
You're sitting behind Russell Wilson, and if Russell Wilson don't pan out of Pittsburgh, who's going to pick him up, bro?
I would say he would have been better off being able to go to like a team like the Chiefs or like backup to Josh Allen type ish. You know what I mean? Like something like that, because those quarterbacks are going to be there for a while, and then he can get like picked up to go to another team. I don't see him making that transition. He's going to go from a backup that gets forced to play to making something happen to getting on the field. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't see him. No,
he's sitting behind a Super Bowl winning quarterback right now, though.
That has declined over the last 3 seasons since receiving all of that money. Do you remember when Denver gave him that check? And that was when Russell Wilson was like, okay, Russell, okay. And now
Still should have hit the ball up at the 1 yard line, but
I mean, he should have audibled that to the 1 yard line run. Well, I don't know what he thought. He probably still beating himself over that, because the game is mental. You know what I mean? Like the game is definitely a mental game, and he probably still beating himself up over that.
I just say right now, Justin Fields in the best situation that he could be in, though, man. Going to a high-class organization, got a proven coach with a Super Bowl winning quarterback you're sitting here learning off of, getting everything you can, learning everything you can off this man. And then coming into the next season, you can re-sign with Pittsburgh, bro, and have on to prove a deal and prove what you can. And, hey, let it go from there. That's what I feel like, because the Bears wasn't the organization he should have been at all. I'm just saying, because the Bears did him. They didn't build around it. They didn't get him, man, no protection, man. That's why he had to scramble around. The man could throw the ball.
I feel the same way about Herbert over there at the Chargers. I feel the same way about him. That team is falling apart. It's time to rebuild. And he's a good quarterback. He get in the right situation, he'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Like Atlanta could have done more to get Justin Herbert over there. You know what I mean? Like something. They could have made something happen.
All that money they just paid, what's he called to get over there? What's his name?
Kirk Cousins?
My God, bro. Who is his lawyer, man? That man get him a bag everywhere he go, man.
Every 2-3 years.
My God,
contracts.
I think it's gonna be a very interesting season with Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson and Joe Burrow and Deshaun Watson. It's going to be very interesting.
All right, Diva. I got to put you on the spot, Diva. We live right now. I just got one question. 1 through 4. I need you to tell me your division. You feel me? Who's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4? Come on now.
Hold on.
And I'll do the same thing for my division too, because that's a tough one.
Okay.
And
I'll do the same thing for my division too.
You too, because
I do the same thing for my division too. Yep.
Diva, we putting you on the hot seat.
I gotta go first.
Cause you ladies first always.
And it's your show.
Okay, you're right. Okay. Okay, for the AFC East. I'm sorry, AFC North. I'm a number one. I'm gonna say the Ravens again, just because they lit up, man. They lit up for real. They really are. The AFC South. I like the Colts. I think they're gonna do good. I think that we had a tough time playing them last year. They got some, and they got Joe Flacco this year. So hey, I'm gonna go with the Colts. And then for the AFC West, I'm gonna definitely go with the Chiefs. AFC West, hello.
I just wanted you 1 through 4 in your division.
Oh, in my division?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So it would be Ravens, Browns, Steelers, Bengals.
Oh, even with Joe Burrow being a little more healthy this year, we dealt with a calf injury all year.
We lighten them up.
She said Ravens, Browns. Who the last two?
She said Steelers and then the Bengals.
What do you think it is going to be, Gargo?
I'm giving the Ravens the title right there.
I agree with that.
I'm gonna agree with the Browns or the Bengals for that second spot, but it's gonna be a close one.
You count out Mike Tomlin then.
I'm not counting on Mike Tomlin. They're in a rebuild situation, so I can't say that team. You know, even if he's a winning coach, so 9-7 to him, that's a victory in his book for what he's doing. You know what I mean? So 9-7 don't always get you into the playoffs, especially in a division like that. You can't get in on the wild card. Now, if those two top teams go 11-1, 11-2, you know, hey, we might get that third wild card out of that division. But like everybody not making the playoffs there, and I'm okay with Mike Tomlin getting a 9-7 in that situation with him, because that 9-7 could be a 10-6. You know what I mean? We can see that. Now, that's where I'm gonna leave that one. But my division, we got the Jets, Patriots, Miami, and the Buffalo Bills. Okay. So
What's your 1-4?
So for me, first and foremost, I know this is gonna be controversial, but I'm sorry, I am sorry. I'm gonna say Miami just because, you know, I don't know where our defense sit right now. You know what I mean? Our defense is good, but we don't know where our defense sit. We need them to score points. We don't need them to just stop people. Our offense, I don't know what we're going to get this year. It might be something magical because we got an offensive line now. We haven't seen the Jets with an offensive line since the Brickenshaw Ferguson. Oh, my God. Nick Mangle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we haven't seen this yet. And if Aaron Rodgers could stay longer than 30 seconds on the field, like, you know what I mean? Like, cool. You know what I mean? But the Jets, I'm giving them that second spot because I don't believe the Bills, without Stephon Diggs and that receiver group, you can't really run the ball on us. And when we don't have to focus on those receivers, you don't even have Gabe Davis no more. It's up. Like, you know what I mean? I like that. And the Patriots, you know, those are gonna be our little brothers. You know what I mean? We about to do some work to them, but
they're in total rebuild
yeah,
right now.
you got rid of Bill Belichick. That was the kryptonite over there. We about to do y'all dirty for the next decade. And I said it here first. Yeah.
Oh,
and then, you know, the Bills will be in third, and then the Patriots will be in last in the division.
If the Bills in third, that means they're getting rid of Josh Allen there.
I mean, I can only put them there because the Bills is going to beat the Patriots both games, and I don't see the Patriots winning more out of league or conference games than
they're gonna be the same as this year, 4-13.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I see the Patriots for like the next 2 seasons, depending on who they get and how it go. That's where their team is gonna go.
Yeah.
I feel like in our division, it's gonna be the same as last year. It's gonna be Lions, Packers, Vikings. Lions, Packers, Vikings.
Love not gonna take another step.
Listen, you got Jared Goff, man, in his office, man, and then we feel like we were snubbed at a couple games for the Cowboys games. We was cheated, and then the play like even though that NFC North championship, man. If Josh would have caught them 2 balls, man.
Cheated on that Cowboys.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. I'll give you that.
So, like,
that was tough. That was tough to watch as a football fan. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, I was really pulling for the Lions, man. Like, yo, come on, y'all. Are we gonna see this? Yeah. Yo, y'all would have. Barry Sanders probably would have croaked over. Like, you feel me? From emotion.
Yeah.
Like, that was the last time that y'all was close like this. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and y'all got let down like in a similar way to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like we're going to take that next step. We're going to make the Super Bowl next year. I feel like we're really going to take that next step. And I feel like with Jordan Love, man, like, then the tape wasn't out on him. Now the tape's out on him. You feel me? I think he's going to go through that sophomore slump that every other quarterback do when they come into the league. So I feel like he's going to be all right, but he's going to be decent enough to get them in the playoffs. You feel me? To get him number 2.
Wait. I just got an objection to that. Mr. Love has been in the league. We're going into year 5 now.
We didn't have no footage on him till this year, though. He ain't played the full season.
Aaron Rodgers, we didn't have footage on Aaron Rodgers until he stepped
out. He had a sophomore slump too his second year.
And they just changed up the running back, so it's gonna be a little different over there.
They went and got Jacobs from the Raiders. Like, yeah, I've been keeping my eye on the Packers because they're like, but I feel like we can split it with them. Like, they might beat us like they did last year. We on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
So I can see us splitting with them again, but I feel like the Lions will become on top winner of the North.
I feel like that was Vegas too, because I be watching some of these games and I'm like, yo, no way these teams losing. Like, the way the Eagles lost that game, you know what I mean? Look, the first loss of the season for the Eagles was by the Jets. You know, obviously I'm a Jets fan, so I'm obviously remember that monumental moment. But we played them without our 2 starting corners.
Monumental moment. Wow.
Look, look, we're the Jets, so we got to settle for our little victories because we haven't brought no hardware home.
Bro, that's like us. That's like us being high praise that we beat the Chiefs the first game of the season.
What? That's what set the tone for your season. Don't do that.
It did, but we can't put
my season ended.
Bro,
my season ended on the first game, first series. Yes or no?
First series. That was a wrap. But you know how good as a Lion fan to see him go down like that? I don't pray on nobody's injury, but when we seen Aaron Rodgers, the man that killed us for years over a decade over here, go down on the first, you know how happy Lions fans was, bro?
Listen, the whole league was happy just because we know what Aaron Rodgers did to the NFC.
Yeah, coming out of the Dolphins.
We know what Aaron Rodgers did to the NFC. You get what I'm saying? Like, now he's playing in the AFC, so, you know, you take your wins with your losses, you know? But the AFC, he got y'all figured the fuck out.
Yeah. The Vikings, I feel like losing Kirk Cousins and Jefferson going through the contract dispute, you know what I mean? Contract little things he's going through over there. They're going to take a step. They're going to be the third. And the Bears is like, even if they do get Caleb Williams as a first round pick, they're still in rebuild mode.
Absolutely. I don't see nothing special coming from that. And I really feel like they should go with the other kid. But, you know, that's not my call. I want to see Caleb win.
Yeah.
Well,
so
whatever you want to call him.
Let Caleb Williams get in there and get his head cracked and tear down his confidence so we can beat them for the next decade, bro. That's how I feel. Like
he gonna have the Mitch Trubisky look. What?
Yeah, yes, man. Like, but Trubisky beat us a couple games, so I can't even say that, man. Like, I want somebody worse than Trubisky, man. Like, I don't like none of the Bears, Vikings. I'm really tired of the Packers, though. I thought after Aaron Rodgers left, they was going, oh yeah, now is our time. You feel me? For years, then here comes Jordan Love. Like, you know, we gotta worry about this dude. But I do think he's gonna have a slump this year. He ain't gonna have the year that he had the last year. I think he's gonna get into the playoffs, but I don't think he's gonna be.
I don't think that he's gonna go through a sophomore slump just because of how he sat. And I feel like with this last year on his rookie deal, like if he doesn't like take more control over the offense, like you ever went from varsity to JV, you know what I mean? Like there's a little change in the transition, you know what I mean? The speed of the game. But he's literally, the MVP of the JV. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he came through shining, playing with the big boys. This ain't practice no more. You know what I mean? Like,
practice? You talking about practice? Shout out to Allen Iverson, man. That's my man.
Word, and he just got his statue. Like, yo, that was dope.
What, they gave Allen Iverson a statue?
Yes, sir. They revealed.
Oh, yeah, I need to see that.
Earlier,
shout out to
last week they revealed his statue.
Yes, bro. Shout out for Flea for doing that, man. He deserves it, man.
For real.
Is the statue of him stepping over to Tyronn Lue?
No, it's actually him in the crossover. You know how he do it. It's the
I would say if they would have got him stepping over to Tyronn Lue, that would have been raw too. I'm just saying that would have been raw. That would have been raw, bro.
Somebody needs to draw that. Like I'm pretty sure they got somebody drawing that.
I'm sure that picture's probably somewhere in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Oh, they got a couple posters of that somewhere. I'm sure they got it on a cart and everything. Big shout out to Allen Iverson, man. That was my man.
Big
man,
shout out to AI.
For real. Now that you got anything else, because I'm good over here, man.
You good
until
over
next
here?
week. I'm good over here till next week, man. Hey, Cargo, you definitely got to be on next week, man. For real, man.
I'm with y'all.
Yes.
I like this.
Hey,
no funny. The platform that we're on, like. I don't even know who's saying what in the chat, and it's not even about that right now. You know what I mean? It's just really like I can sit and have a conversation that I'm passionate about with other people and, respect their conversation and what their opinion is on a platform like this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this was dope. I appreciate y'all for having me. I didn't even know I could talk because I'm like, damn, wait, hold on. The camera.
We go get her camera fixed too. We definitely got to do that.
I've been having so many tests.
You got that McDonald's Wi-Fi over there.
I don't know. This is my second phone. If I tried this phone,
Bandit, hold on. So you going to the draft? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We're going together.
Okay.
My bro.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's
Y'all
my
got so
sis,
mad.
yeah.
We out.
So wait. What's one more question before we go though? What is the position that you hope that your team drafts as a fan this year to help your team?
Corner. After we lost Cam Sutton due to his arrest or whatever, we need to solidify this goddamn secondary. And the man I want, man, I've been saying it. I ain't gonna change. It's that man Kool-Aid, man, from Alabama, man. I feel like you put him over here with these corners, man.
But y'all got that young boy. His name's
Brian Branch.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, they played on college together too. Brian Branch is a safety though. We moved to the slot last year.
Wait, he's a safety.
Kool-Aid. He was a safety in college. He was a safety in college that we moved into the slot. So you put
they pretty much converted him to a linebacker.
Man, listen, you put Kool-Aid on that outside corner, man. You leave him on the island, man. That boy. And you see what he did. He was at his pro day and he had a fracture in his foot, man. And still with his pro day, put up numbers, man. I like Kool-Aid. He got that grit over here that we need in Detroit, man. And so, like, I would love to have Kool-Aid. Yeah, cornerback position, bro. Or defensive end, somebody opposite of Hutch.
Okay. But don't you feel like the Lions always go defense and some of those players don't pan out?
You can't say that when we went Jamison Wilson, then we went Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, I just took the best offense.
Then we went Sam Laporta. We've been going offense. We've been investing in the offense. We've invested in the offense for the last couple of years. That's certified now. The offense is good.
Sam Laporta is a dog. That was a great pick.
Man,
great pickup for y'all.
Yes, but I really we need defense, man. We really need defense over here. So
okay. And what about you?
Like we discussed earlier, our run game is not set in stone. So I don't know. No, you know what? Scratch that. I want Deshaun to be protected. I think we need to draft someone on the O-line. Like we really need to protect that man because he's so fragile. And I don't have I have a little confidence in our O-line right now. He said the Browns need a quarterback.
Nah, seriously. But see, you can't draft. This is where the draft gets tricky because you can't draft a quarterback for the Browns in the first round because if he does be that guy that you need, you're gonna have to pay him fucking now $200 million and for 5 years. You know what I mean? Like by that time, so it's like you got to draft a quarterback in like the 4th round
and pray it pan out.
I need them to protect.
Or they hope they find a Brock Purdy or something like you know what I mean, like.
We got this though. All
right. So for me, as a Jets fan, you know, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but
quarterback.
Like we should spend our first pick on a quarterback.
Yep.
Don't y'all wait a minute. Y'all got Aaron Rodgers,
I don't care.
But it's his last year.
I don't care.
He coming off a big injury. It's his last year. Zach Wilson.
We just bought that. We just invested into that offensive line, and we saw Aaron Rodgers last year. You know what I mean? Granted, he gave us back $30 million. You know what I mean for that. You know the deal or whatever. But like,
3 plays.
If we want to compete on a generational level, I feel like we go ahead and we rain on somebody's parade with that early pick and just select the quarterback. Or day 2, we got to get a quarterback. And day 1, we take another receiver. I say we take a receiver day 1 because we need somebody to help Garrett Wilson. You know, that kid from Washington is good. And I just feel like
it's a deep receiver class this year.
And the kid from Washington State. I mean, not Washington State, Florida State.
Florida State. Yeah, you got
Florida State. Or
you got the receiver.
I don't like Florida State players, bro. I just don't.
You got the receiver from South Carolina. Leggett, he good. Like,
I would rather the kid from Washington. Like, definitely. He's a big body receiver. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted us to really go after Mike Evans in the offseason, but it didn't work out.
Yeah. And he believe in Baker Mayfield.
I don't necessarily.
Shout out to Baker Mayfield for leaving Cleveland and doing his
Mike
thing.
Evans is just one of those people. He like going to work in a warm environment. He don't really want to change the scenery. You know, he done got comfortable in that lifestyle down there. Every year, whoever the quarterback is, he has over 1,000 yards receiving. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna fucking have his face on the building if he keeps going the way that he's going because he's not in no trouble. He don't be in the media like that, other than him being disgruntled. But, you know, he lets his frustration show in the field, but not in a negative way to the team.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
For sure.
All right. Well, Thank you. I really appreciate it. Me and Bandit both appreciate it. This is our kickoff show. I'm having some technical difficulties, but Next week, I'm going to be all the way live, y'all. I'm going to get all this together. Bandit, tell them where they can find you. Tell them all about everything.
Y'all know y'all can find me at, man, Detroit Fan Report, man. Monday through Saturday, we got shows every day. Catch me on What Up Though, Detroit. Hey, Facebook, Twitter, Bandit. So you gotta look me up and that's where you can find me at.
Period. All right. Cargo, thank you so much for coming. You are welcome to come back anytime you want.
Let them know where they can find you at, Cargo. They need you. Twitter.
Man, you can't find me. I'm a ghost, motherfucker. I'm a ghost.
And thank y'all for in the chat. Thank everybody for coming and shouting out. I mean, not shouting out. I'm sorry for coming and putting in your comments and looking at us today for our little hour. We do appreciate that. Stay tuned next Wednesday. We're going 7:30, same date, same time.
All right,
Love y'all.